Hello guys, and welcome to another day with ZIMALETA. In today's video, me and my family were driving all the way to the YMCA once again, but that's not what I'm making a video today about. I just wanted to talk to you guys. This would have been a live session like normal, but I just decided to just record a regular one and just upload it to you guys today. As you guys have noticed, I've been doing a lot on my channel. I've been getting a little bit more sprinter content out. It's not the way I want to do things. I want to do, a little bit more for you guys, but day by day, as long as I'm doing something every day, there's going to be a lot of that content happening. I've been talking to you guys in the comment section, obviously, and one of the things Dimitri has pointed out that I need to learn some terminology, and that is true. I definitely need to learn some terminology, but something I want to be honest and clear with you guys about is that I am by no means a sprinter technician. I would not even go as far as to say I'm a mechanic, but that would be really far stretched because I've been into mechanics ever since I was 16 years old, and took that stuff for 4 years of college, the mechanics class. I passed it with high flying colors because that always interested me and stuff like that. But since I never worked as one, I guess, backyard mechanic of sorts, right? So one of the reasons I don't really know like the terminology or don't really use it, because sure, I know a lot of it, but I don't know all of it, obviously, because some of it has been really half a lifetime ago that I actually learned in high school. Because I'm not in the industry of fixing cars and and being always around that kind of stuff. I don't qualify as for somebody to be like that's gonna know everything, all the names. But I think at the same time it's really not necessary, because I'm just one guy out of many people on YouTube that decided to share my do-it-yourself project when it comes to sprinters or anything else that I'm doing. And I just decided to post it to YouTube. Little did I know it's going to grow into this big following and us sharing information together. But that being said, I mean, all I want to say by this is I'm not better than you guys. I'm just sharing what I've learned. So don't ever think that just because I'm sharing it, like somehow like I think I'm better than you, because I'm not. I'm just somebody that's always trying to learn, and all of the things that I know about sprinters, I've learned by doing. And this is the only reason that I know that stuff. I've learned from the failures of the engine or other components and what I did to fix them and stuff like that. I've learned what works, what doesn't, and that saved me a lot of money. And I really did not need to know any technical terminology for that. And for the longest time, I didn't even own a computer to check engine light, like and stuff like that, to like run it. I try to think, okay, like why is it doing this or why is it doing the other thing? I mean, now I have like at least like 5 computers now. I have a lot of them. A couple of them companies just sent out to me. They're like, hey, can you show it on your channel and stuff like that. So I was okay with that, because especially this is part of the topic, and I'm always looking for affordable solutions to these handheld devices that check your engine light for you. I mean, a lot of them they have gotten like really good over the years. They got the color displays, they show everything that's going on, and to be honest, I mean, even those things, I mean, I don't know how to diagnose with using those tools with all the live data and stuff like that. I don't even know like fully, because I never really taken the time to sit down and to research and to try all that stuff out, because there's really just not enough time in the day and not enough interest to just sit there and tinker with it, because like unless I really want to, So for the longest time, I just got by with my regular Autel type of unit that does not have a color display, that gives you a generic type of code, and I kind of got used to what it was telling me, and I kind of just like went along with it. That's why like I really don't need the exact definition, but as long as I get some kind of definition, I kind of know where to look. But when it comes to diagnosing somebody's vehicle, like you guys seen me do, you've probably seen that I'm on the right track when it comes to thinking what's going on. I mean, really, truly, I don't know the extent of what's going on with that vehicle, but I think you know, I was on the right track, thinking that is it has to do with the intake manifold and whatever those two components, they open up and close up. Might be like a lot of soot in there, you know, and also it might be the swirl valves that's causing all these issues. You know, I'm kind of close. But when it comes to PDF type of system, I did deal with mine. I had a Sprinter 2007. It was like 380,000 miles when I actually, you know, lost it to the bank. So a lot of stuff, you know, failed with it, but not the engine, not my swirl valves. All that stuff was working good. However, the particulate filter, that's the one that was giving me the most issues. And I'm going to tell you something. Everybody that I met with that same Sprinter, they were so unsatisfied with it. And every time I ask him what's going on, they're like, the dealer cannot tell me what's going on with mine. And I ask him, how many miles do you have? And they'll have anywhere from 40 to like 80,000 miles on their vehicle, and they're having these issues. And I said, well, what's going on, you know? And this was back in the day before having a YouTube channel, because I had the same thing. You know, they'll walk up to me and they'll ask me if I have these issues, and I'm like, yeah, I do. And you know, I'll ask them, you know, the same thing. You know, we'll exchange information. So I'll ask him, like, you know, yeah, that's kind of interesting. So what did the dealer do to yours? And like, yeah, they just replaced an EGR 3 times, and it still hasn't solved the problem. Obviously, it's not the EGR, because it's actually particulate filter, which is known as PDF. That's what's causing the issue. But guess what? They're kind of sneaky, these dealers. And they, you know, at 40,000 miles, this was going on with mine. They didn't tell me this until, you know, I had like over 100,000 miles on it. Only then they're like, oh yeah, we know what it is. You know, $3,800 for the part plus service, you know, and they try to discount the part to $3,500. And I said, no, that's way too much. And then I asked the technician, well, he was he was a young guy like me, you know, had a family and everything. And I said, listen, between me and you, can I just get rid of this particulate filter? And you know, and I talked to him like honestly, and we had a exchange of a lot of words, a lot of sentences. But all in all, he told me, no, that's impossible. You cannot get rid of it. And at the time, I didn't know much about these Sprinters, you know, so I kind of took his word for it. And he told me that the engine's going to be misfiring and it's going to be doing this and that. Like, you just can't get rid of it. But guys, yes, you can. The 2007s, probably through 2009s, you could simply take the particulate filter out, put a, you know, like a regular pipe in there, and you can be set. I mean, if your situation is so bad that your particulate filter is dirty and you don't care about passing inspection and cleaning it out, burning it out, you could go as far as either take something and knock all that insides out, or take a very long drill through those components. That's really, you know, like, just put a lot of holes in there. And I'm talking about inside, you know, where it filters out all the soot. But here's something, guys, that I've seen many times. When you read that in a, you know, like the code, when you have, you know, it's on the display and stuff, it's telling you ash accumulation. It's in the code. And Dimitri's trying to correct me, saying that there is no ash. I mean, he's like, that's not what's going on. It's soot, and soot burns off. Well, when soot burns off, it creates ash, and it accumulates inside of the pipe. And I may be wrong, but the code says there's ash, and because these systems, everybody has the same issue. It, you know, and we're talking expediters, like not everybody's local. I was an expediter, and I had mine clogged up many times. We had to force regenerate it many times, and it would barely kick in. And guess what? At the time, I had a lead foot. I mean, I'm not saying I was taking it above speed limit, but plenty of times, if it's 70 miles on the highway, I'm going to take it 70 miles, you know, an hour. So there was plenty of driving where it should have regenerated, but it didn't. So that system was failing because of that for me. And when I talked to some other people that has to deal with those things, and they told me the same thing. They're like, it burns it off. Yes, it burns off the soot, but the ashes stay behind, and that's what's actually clogging up all the small, tiny holes in there. And, you know, now the exhaust gases, they cannot escape, so causing your turbo not to spin properly, because obviously all the down pressures there, they have to go through the turbo and cause it to spin, and the air coming in, it's causing it to spin. So, you know, that kind of stuff causes a lot of problems. And my biggest problem was my Sprinter started to be 13 miles per gallon. That's right, guys, 13 miles per gallon. And it has gotten so weak, and I have like that's it. Like I've had it, you know, like when it was so weak, and I was basically saying, you know, like, man, I had enough with this. Like, it doesn't even pull. Like, we're not even talking about hills. Straight away from the light, it's so embarrassing. I had such a brand new vehicle, couple years old, and it's already like not even pulling. So I've had enough with it, and I just basically took the, like, there was just a couple clamps. I took it down, bought a down pipe from Pep Boys. Not down pipe, just a piece of pipe. I had a Meineke stretch the ends of them to be the proper lengths, put the clamps right back, and called it a day, guys. It solved my issue. I started getting like 20 to 21 miles per gallon. It became like new again. Like, it started working good. It sounded great. Man, it's like I had my van back. That's what it felt. So this is what I know about the system. Do I know it because I'm a technician? No. Based on my experience. Do I have, will I be able to prove that there's ash in there? No, because I've never, you know, went that far. But getting rid of it solved my problem. When I looked inside, I didn't see any soot, guys. It was just gray. So it looked to me like ashes when I removed my unit. But anyways, guys, take care of yourself. God bless you. Good luck. We're going to be doing more of these Sprinter videos right now, just old talk. But believe me, I'm going to get on it really quickly. I have reparked it. So I'm going to jump on it, you know, and then start coming out with these videos slowly but surely. Take care, guys. God bless you. See you in my next video. My name is Serge ZIMALETA. I'm 37 years old. And yes, I experienced success after buying my first home for cash. Back in 2011, I was broke, but I learned to solve problems on my own. Now, I'm helping others to solve their problems. I know what pitfalls to avoid to stay profitable in business. Need motivation to be more successful in your life? Do you have Sprinter, Expedite, or business problems? Then subscribe. Let's find creative solutions to your problems. Hit the bell notification so you don't miss any of my helpful videos.